Alrighty, hey everybody, my name is AJ Morris and I'm going to be doing a couple of videos this week talking about membership sites. And this first one we're going to be talking about is focusing on WooCommerce. So if you've got a store that you're already got set up and you want to add a membership component to it, this is a great way to do that. However, if you do not have a store already and you want to take a look at WooCommerce because you might want to be adding physical products or maybe even downloadable products, WooCommerce is a great platform for that. And you can add a membership component to WooCommerce very easily. So WooCommerce itself is free. It's a platform that it's a plugin. I call it a platform because it's really a whole cart and order management, payment management system. But WooCommerce is a free plugin for WordPress. If you're not familiar with it, you can download WooCommerce right from your WordPress site. So I've got a WordPress site here. I can go and add new and find WooCommerce and get that installed. So I've already activated it and kind of got it up and running. There is a nice walkthrough getting started guide that you can run through. So you can run through that on your own. But today we're going to be talking about memberships. And so membership sites are a great way to add income or revenue to an existing business or creating a new business if you are hurt or out of work by the COVID-19 crisis pandemic that we're facing right now. Membership sites are really great, a really great way to start bringing in some revenue and some income for your family and your business. So that's what we're talking about today. Everything here that we're going to be covering is free, with the exception of WooCommerce memberships. It's going to be $199 billed annually. That's for one site. You're going to get a year of updates and support, and you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're you're going to try this out, get it up and running. Maybe you start it and you're getting stuck, or maybe you decide, hey, memberships aren't for you. That's okay. You can get that money-back guarantee. So there's a little guarantee there. Everything else, software-wise, is free. So WordPress is free, WooCommerce is free. Even the theme that we'll be using is free. You will need to pay for hosting, and I recommend iThemes / WordPress hosting. So if you go to iThemes.com, you can check out hosting. You can get started for as little as $11 per month for 2 sites. So a really great way to get started inexpensively. So take a look at iThemes hosting if you need a hosting service provider. All right, so you need to go through and purchase WooCommerce memberships. You just click the Buy Now button here, go through that process. Once you get that, you will get a download file that you can download and install into your WordPress site. So to install it, you just click Add New. You click Upload Plugin, and you navigate to your plugin and click Install. So the other things that I have installed, I have iThemes Security Pro because anytime I run a site, I'm going to have a security plugin, and iThemes Security Pro is what I use. So that's there and installed. I have WooCommerce installed and WooCommerce membership, so you can see kind of what I've got going. And then I have something called starter templates, and this is tying into the plugin that, the theme that I'm using called Astra. Now, if you're not familiar with Astra, Astra is a free and paid version, but their free theme gives you a lot. And if you install this starter sites or starter templates plugin from Astra, you can have a complete solution for a starter site. So it's a great way to kind of just get up and running. So we're going to go ahead and click. Actually, let me go over to Appearance and Themes, show you here's Astra. If you do not have Astra installed or you want to know how to install it, you just click Add New, do a search for Astra, you'll find it, and all you need to do is install and activate. So now that we have Astra installed, underneath Appearance, we will see Starter Templates. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And this is going to take us over to a page that we get to do a few things with. Now, you've probably seen myself use Astra before, or maybe Nathan Ingram over on our iThemes training site. We use Astra pretty regularly here, and I really like that they have enough free software and product to really build a site inexpensively. So I'm going to choose Beaver Builder here. This is just the page to select your page builder. So I prefer Beaver Builder over everything. I would say Gutenberg, but because I'm using Astra and I know what Astra has available for Gutenberg, I'm not there yet with Astra and Gutenberg. If I'm going to use Gutenberg, I'm not going to use that theme. So I'm going to go to Beaver Builder. It's a theme, the page builder I love and use all the time. So check that out if you haven't. And here is our options rather for templates that we can use. Now, what I will tell you real quick right here is that you're going to see some that say agency, and you're going to see some in here that maybe cost you some money. And Astra is going to try to upsell you on that. Now, that's totally, if you've got the finances to put an investment into Astra, I would recommend that you do it, especially if you're looking for some of the agency sites, agency templates that you have. That said, if you don't want to put that money or put that investment into Astra, click this drop-down arrow and then choose the free option here, and you're going to get a new set of templates. Some of them might not have changed, but this is going to give you the templates that you can use for free. Now, this is great because there are just a ton of free templates that you can use and you can get started with really well. So even if you're not running a membership site, if you're running a construction site or a dental office, you've got some options here that might work for you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and I really like this Learn-Academy template. It does have everything I need. The layout I like everything about it, and I can run this as a membership site even without running using a plugin called LearnDash, which is a learning management system. So I'm not doing anything with the LearnDash side of it. I'm just going to import this. And when you go through an import, it's going to say, hey, just so you know, we do require that you purchase and install and activate these. I can go ahead and say skip an import. And what it'll do is it's still going to go through, it's still going to install all the other plugins that it needs. It's going to activate them. It's going to go through all of the process that it needs to have that site up and running, minus the courses. So this is a really good option for you to go through. And I really love this site. It's going to take a little bit longer to import. We're already at 80% here. But do be aware, it does tell you it takes between 2 and 10 minutes to kind of import, get everything kind of all adjusted and all of that. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to view the site here. So here's what that site looks like. Now this is coming up because I have the membership plugin, WooCommerce memberships up. I'm just going to dismiss that for now because I'm not worried about it. And you can see here I've got a beautiful looking site. The whole front page is all done, but there's this popular courses section that we're gonna have to do something with. So we're gonna do something with this in a moment, but for now, we're gonna leave it. If you go over and look at some of the other pages, here's that all courses page again. It's got that course shortcode, and so it's trying to load courses. That is okay. We are okay with that going through because we have all of the other pages already done. Our About Us, our Contact page. These are all beautiful pages, pre-done, pre-designed. We go to My Account. There's some LearnDash shortcodes in here, so we'll need to change those out at some point. But let's go ahead and get our membership side of things working. So I'm going to go back over to the back admin area, and we're going to go learn a little bit about creating a membership. So I'm going to go to products and go to all products, and we're going to see that we have some products that kind of popped up in here, and we really just want to delete them. These are ones that have likely been added as part of the import to that theme, to this LearnDash Academy theme. So I'm just clearing them out just to get them out of the way. So one of the things I should mention that this LearnDash Academy Astra site installs is something called Cart Flows. And Cart Flows is really cool, and we probably should do a video about that at a later date. But for now, we're just going to ignore that. But definitely take a look and go start up that wizard, or start the wizard yourself. Walk through it, and you'll kind of get an idea of what that looks like. So using WooCommerce and WooCommerce memberships, though, we need to do a few things to kind of set that up. The first thing that we need to do is we need to add a product. So we're going to go to Add New. And I'm actually going to skip that setup because I just don't want it to show up anymore. And this is the product screen. So you can see all of the meta boxes. This is the WordPress we all know and love. That is because WooCommerce is not using Gutenberg by default yet. So we've got some options here to kind of see a view that we like. We need to give our product a name. So for this, I could just say site membership. That would work. You could call it, monthly membership, yearly membership. We're just really, the site we're creating right now is really just a one membership plan. We only have access to one plan. That's all we're going to create. You can create a tiered membership system with WooCommerce memberships, but I want to cover just giving you access to one membership. So we have one product. We need to say this product grants you access to all member-only content. So just some sort of a description here. You could definitely go more if you want. I'm just keeping it simple here. We're going to go down to the product data meta box, and we're going to leave it as simple product, and we're going to go to virtual, and then we're going to give it a price of $99. And so this is for $99, you get access to my content, and that is it. You could add a short description if you wanted, but for this, I'm just going to go ahead and click Publish. And our product is created. Now we can see what that product looks like right here. So we could put a logo or an icon or some graphic element right here. We could add it to the cart. We could go through the cart process and check it out and all of that fun jazz. But before we do that, we need to actually connect it to the memberships. So if you go to WooCommerce and you go down here to memberships, we need to add a membership. So we're going to go to membership plans. We're going to click add membership plan. And then I'm just going to give it site membership plan as the name. I've also moved to a one column layout instead of a two. That's just, I think, how this site was set up. So this should be what you see now. And we need to give it a slug. So we'll just call this site membership. And we want to grant access to this plan when someone purchases a product. So we're going to click this products purchase, and then we just start typing in our product. We call it site. So here you see that site membership product. And you can set the membership length to, say, if you wanted it to be 1 year, you could do that. But the problem with that is you probably want to set up renewals, and membership plans by default, without any other plugin, do not have renewals. So you're not creating a subscription product. I pay one time and I get access for the length of the membership. So if you do want some sort of a recurring model, you would need to purchase the WooCommerce subscriptions add-on, and that would basically give you the yearly renewal. So for this case, I'm just going to say, hey, you get unlimited access to our membership content, and I can click publish. So this is all we need to do to connect our membership plan and our product. So when somebody purchases the product in WooCommerce, they will get access to our membership plan. And then our membership plan is where we start to restrict content. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new page. And we'll call this page restricted content. And I'm just going to use the standard Gutenberg editor here. And off screen, I have some text. We're just gonna grab just so that we've got something. So here's a bunch of lorem ipsum text, and we're gonna go ahead and publish this. And so now it's published, and if we go and look at it, we are logged in. You can see that we're logged in here by the WordPress menu, and we can see that content. And if I copy the link, open up an incognito window, and paste in, we can also see the content. That is because we haven't actually restricted access to this content yet. So let's go back and we'll edit this page. And if we scroll all the way down, we're going to see this little memberships box down here. And we want to add a rule that says the site membership plan gets access to this immediately. And if we click update and go back to our piece of content, we're going to see it shows an excerpt with a read more option. And when I click it, I can't do anything. But you're seeing this message right here that says, hey, to access this page, you must purchase site membership, which is the product name that we gave to the WooCommerce product. So if I go over here and click on it, I now get that page. I can add to cart. I can view my cart. I could proceed to checkout. I could put in all of my billing details. And look, I have got a really great looking checkout without doing any work. Because again, we went to that LearnDash Academy Astra theme and chose that. And if I had WooCommerce set up right, I would be able to place this order and get access to that membership page. Pretty cool, right? So that's how you can use WooCommerce memberships to create a membership site. Then you just go in here, you add all the pages that you want, and then you just come down here to memberships and say, okay, I want to have this piece be restricted unless you have purchased a plan. And so you can do that. So I've gone ahead and I've updated that one more time. You do have the ability to restrict, when you're restricting content, to make it be available immediately or after a certain amount of time. So this kind of lets you drip out content over time, right? So after a couple of days or a couple of weeks, months or even years, right? So you can set that up how you want to basically allow them to gain access to the content after a certain amount of time. So maybe you have 2 membership levels. You have a VIP membership level that gets access to it immediately, and then a regular, a plain membership level that gets access to it after 5 days or something like that, right? Kind of a way to get a little bit more money if you want access to things immediately versus getting access to things later on. All right, so we want to have it be immediately. We're going to go ahead and update this. Now, there's a few things that we need to do on our site to make this really just kind of work. So I'm going to go to the front end, and you'll remember that we have this piece right here that's talking about courses. We need to go ahead and edit that. So to edit, we're going to use Beaver Builder. We just click on it. I'm not going to take the tour because I'm going to kind of walk you through that right here. But essentially, as long as you're hovering over elements, you can click on them and get to a place where this allows you to edit. So we want to say view membership because we're not selling courses, we're selling a membership. So we go ahead and do that. We go ahead and click save. That fixes that. We do probably need to have a link for it. We'll come back to that in a second. We're going to come down here though, and for this case, I'm not too worried about this area, so I'm actually just going to remove that text and remove that shortcode and probably remove that last row. I'm going to leave this row in right here just because I liked the spacing between these boxes and this right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click done and publish. That keeps that spacing that I like, and the rest of the content's there. Now, of course, you're going to want to go in here and really update all this content for your specific product. I'm not going to walk through myself doing that. I just want to show you kind of the key places that you need to go in and update. So the next place that we need to do is we need to update our My Account because we're not using LearnDash, so we don't need these in here. So we're going to go into Beaver Builder again, and we're going to go click on this, and you'll see that you have an editor. The text editor comes up, and there's a shortcode. WooCommerce has shortcodes as well. So I'm going to go back into the admin. I'm going to go to WooCommerce. I'm going to go to Settings. And I'm going to go to, let's see, we will go to Products. And we have a shop page that we could use, or we have a cart page. We have all these pages. I'm going to leave the shop page there. Let me look at integration a second. So if you are using MaxMind or you want to get your database file path, there's some options here for you to go through. But if you're looking for the shortcodes that you need for WooCommerce, what I recommend is going over to the WooCommerce documentation site. It's docs.woocommerce.com. And then you could do a search for shortcodes, and the one that you're going to look for is shortcodes included with WooCommerce. And all of these, there are a number of page shortcuts that you can add. So the one I want to add is this My Account one. So I will copy it, go back over here to My Account. Actually, let's go to text because I don't want all of the access that kind of got added in. So we'll go ahead and we'll put WooCommerce My Account here. We'll save it. So now we've got this lovely piece here. And we can get rid of that top one. So here is our membership dashboard. So you can see your dashboard, you can see what memberships and downloads, all your account details, anything from your recent order, you can go right in here. Now, one thing I wanted to look at was, I was curious if there was any classes. Doesn't look like there's any classes on it, so I'm wondering if WooCommerce or if the theme is kind of forcing the mobile view of this, because typically what happens is these are all set up like this. This is what my account looks like to me. When I go to a dashboard, I see the dashboard orders. I can go to memberships and see if I had any memberships. If I had access to downloads, I could see that. My addresses, my account details, so I could go and add my first name, put in my password. I could see my orders and so forth. So the other thing, now it looks like it's working okay, so I must have just needed to come out here and kind of do a refresh here. So here's what that page looks like. This is what I was hoping for. It still kind of goes out here, and that is because we have a page that has my account. So let's delete it. All right, so if we go into WooCommerce and we go to Advanced, you'll see that you have your cart page, your checkout page, and you need to set up your My Account page. So I'm going to set it up to that My Account page that I have created. Down here, click Save Changes. And now when I click My Account, this should all load on that page. So you get this nice header, you get the memberships tabs, you get all your tabs right over here, and your content would display here. So that's now all set. You probably want to go in and change anything else that you see for courses. You probably want to get rid of that. This is just a menu. So in WordPress and in menus, you could get rid of that courses page. So we remove it, we save it, and then visit the site. About, home, about, contact, my account. So this is now looking a lot better for us, and we can start to continue to put our own content in, protect our content, and have people, link this button to the product, and you're all set. You're ready to go. So that's how you use WooCommerce memberships. Take a look at it. It's going to cost you $199 to start, but I think that's well worth it if you're looking at getting into the membership space, especially when you get a year of support and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So check out this plugin and get started with your membership site using WooCommerce memberships today.